Hi friends, I wanted to read you a story today. It's called Never Let a Unicorn Scribble. Have you ever scribbled with crayons before? It makes like a big colorful scribble-scrabble on a piece of paper. This says never let a unicorn scribble. I wonder why. This story was written and illustrated by Diane Abler. Let's read it. I recently got a pet unicorn. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me, never let a unicorn scribble. Why would anyone say such a thing? I mean, unicorns can run on rainbows. So why can't they scribble? I thought if I gave her just one crayon, what could go wrong? Well, I'll tell ya. She ate it. Oh dear, look at the girl. Ah, my crayon. Now my favorite bright pink crayon was traveling to the belly of my unicorn. This is probably why people are saying unicorns should never scribble, because they eat crayons. Then it occurred to me. Maybe unicorns don't know how to use crayons. So I gathered all my crayons and started to scribble. What color is she using? Blue. What happened to her pink crayon? The unicorn ate it. I made a blue scribble, a pink scribble, a yellow scribble, and even a crazy scribble. Look at that one with all the colors. Now that she could see how crayons worked, I thought I would give her another chance to scribble. I took out a teal crayon and placed it right in front of her. What do you think the unicorn is going to do? Let's find out. And she ate half of it. Oh no. Listen to me, unicorn. We do not eat crayons. We draw with them. But then I realized a unicorn couldn't hold a crayon like I could. Maybe that was why she was eating them. And then I had an idea. Maybe if I tied a few crayons to her horn, that would help her scribble. Within seconds, glitter scribbles started shooting out like water from a fire hose. Look at those scribbles shooting out of her horn. Sparkly rainbow scribbles were everywhere. They were on the floor, on the ceiling, on the walls. They were even on my lamp. I've been begging my mom to redecorate my room for a while now, but I don't think this is what she had in mind. Do you see all those scribbles all over the room? Oh my goodness. Then I heard a noise down the hall. This was it. I was going to be in so much trouble. I popped out of my room and blocked the door. Before my mom could say anything, I started to explain the mess she was about to see. Well, it all started when I heard to never let a unicorn scribble, but I had to find out why. So I gave my unicorn a crayon, and then she ate it. Then I tried to teach her to scribble, but then she ate another crayon, so I tied the crayons to her horn, and boy, was that horn magical. Those scribbles started shooting out like water fountain, and they were so sparkly, but it made such a mess, and I'm sorry. My mom peeked around the corner and smiled. You didn't make a mess. You made a glowing masterpiece. When I turned around, all the scribbles were right on my easel. That's where she puts her art. Not on the ceiling, not on the walls, not on my lamp. They were all on one big piece of paper, and it was the most amazing art ever. All this time, people wanted to stop unicorns from scribbling. It could be because they eat crayons, or because it's so messy. But if my unicorn had never scribbled, she would have never learned how to make this masterpiece. So the next time you hear a unicorn shouldn't scribble, just remember, all great art starts with a scribble. And even unicorns have to start somewhere. I would love to make some scribble art with you today. You are going to need a piece of paper and crayons. I'll get my supplies ready and I'll be right back. I've got my supplies ready. I've got a big piece of white paper and I have some crayons. If you don't have your supplies yet, that's okay. Pause this video and go grab your stuff. You'll need one piece of paper and crayons. Today we're going to practice making a scribble on our paper, just like our story. You're going to need to use strong hands to make a scribble. I want you to choose your favorite color from your crayons. I'm going to use this teal color. It reminds me of when the little girl in our story rolled the teal to her unicorn, and then the unicorn ate part of it. I'm going to use teal. I'm going to make a scribble that goes from the bottom of my paper all the way to the top of my paper. Can you make a scribble that goes from the bottom to the top? Here we go. Oh my goodness, look at my scribble. It's going all around the paper. I'm making a tall tower scribble up to the tippy top. Look at my scribble. I used one color and I went from the bottom of my paper up to the top. Did you do it too? Great. Now we're going to do something new on our scribble paper. I want you to choose two new colors. I'm going to choose red and I'm going to choose purple. I'm going to hold both of these crayons in my hand and I'm going to push them so that they're nice and flat on my paper, so that both of my crayons are touching my paper at the same time. This time, I'm going to make a scribble that starts on this side of my paper and goes across to this side of my paper. But I'm going to make sure that both colors are touching the page. Watch this. Scribble, scribble, scribble. I went across my paper that time. Do you see two colors? Red and purple. I went across my paper with red and purple scribbles. I think I want to go across my paper again. But instead of just two colors, this time let's pick three colors. Find three crayons that you can hold all together. I'm going to choose orange, and I'm going to choose green, and I'm going to choose pink. Oh, that one was broken. This pink looks better. Pink. I have three crayons this time. I'm going to push it on my paper so that all of the crayons touch at the same time. And then I'm going to go across my paper with scribbles. Here we go. I'm going to start over here. I'm making scribbles all the way across my paper. I did it. Look at that. Do you see three colors in my top scribble here? Do you see orange and green and pink? I'm going to do one more scribble with another favorite color. This time, I think I'm going to choose maybe this like reddish pink color. It's called violet red. I'm going to make some violet red, and I'm going to start up at the top of my paper and go down this time. Would you like to try that? Let's put our crayon up at the top and then make scribbles going down. Here we go. Scribbles going down, scribbles going down. Oh, wow, look at my scribble paper. It kind of reminds me of the one in our story. This story was called Never Let a Unicorn Scribble. It was kind of silly. The unicorn had a magical horn that shot scribbles out and covered the whole room. We made some scribbles today too. So awesome. I think that you could hang this up somewhere in your house because it's a masterpiece. All right, friends, I'll see you again soon. Thanks for reading with me. You can hit the subscribe button below so we can read more stories together. And if you'd like to learn with me on a screen just like this, I have a virtual preschool class. It's so much fun. There's a link below for that too. See you soon.